Every time you switch apps, you lose fragments of your focus. And yes, your effective IQ drops. If you're proud of being great at multitasking, this might hurt a little, because the science says that's mostly a myth. You're not multitasking. You're just really good at constantly interrupting yourself. Think about your average productive day. Email open, 10 tabs, Slack or Discord buzzing, phone lighting up, maybe a podcast in the background. It feels like you're on top of everything. In reality, your brain is playing hot potato with your attention. Here's the first uncomfortable truth. Your brain cannot do two demanding things at once. It can switch really fast between them, sure. But every switch comes with a tiny tax. Your brain has to stop, reload context, remember what you were doing, and then spin back up again. That tiny tax is called a switching cost. And while it's happening, you are slower, less sharp, and more likely to mess up. There's research showing that people distracted by emails and phone calls lost about 10 IQ points compared to when they were focused. 10. That's like going from sharp and present to I definitely need coffee, just because your notifications are on. Here's the wild part. The people in these studies didn't realize how much their performance dropped. They felt busy. They felt productive. But from the outside, their work got worse. And then there's something called attention residue. When you jump from task A to task B, part of your mind stays stuck on task A, replaying that conversation, that half-written sentence, that unfinished spreadsheet. So you're technically on task B, but your brain is still low-key thinking about A. That leftover mental noise is attention residue, and your brain can take 15 to 20 minutes to fully clear it and lock into the next thing. Which means if you check your phone every 5 minutes, just for a second, congrats. You're never actually at full focus. You're living in permanent half-loaded mode. This is where someone usually says, okay, but I'm different. I really do work better with a lot going on. Cool. Here comes the second uncomfortable truth. Researchers put people in multitasking situations, driving simulators plus phone tasks, memory tests plus distractions, and looked for the rare humans who didn't fall apart when multitasking. They found them, about 2.5%, roughly 1 in 40. They call them supertaskers. Here's the punchline. Almost everyone thinks they're in that 2.5%. Statistically, almost all of them are wrong. So if your whole personality is I'm amazing at multitasking, there's a good chance you're just amazing at not noticing your own mistakes, your slower thinking, and your mental exhaustion. And speaking of exhaustion, let's talk about what this does to your brain long-term. Constant task switching is like taking your brain on a drive where you're hitting the brakes and the gas every few seconds. Start, stop, start, stop. You get to the destination eventually, but you burn way more fuel than if you just cruised. That extra fuel is your mental energy. That's why after a day of chaotic multitasking, you feel weirdly wiped out even if you didn't do anything that deep. You weren't doing deep work, you were just riding the mental roller coaster of focus, ping, scroll, back. Wait, where was I? Start again. And your stress system? It notices. Your brain does not love being yanked in 6 directions. Over time, that constant low-grade stress can mess with your mood, your sleep, your motivation, and your ability to focus even when you want to. Quick note, this is education, not medical advice. If you suspect ADHD, anxiety, or anything else affecting your attention, please talk to a qualified professional, not just a YouTube video. Okay, so multitasking is kind of cooked. What do you do instead? How do you raise your effective IQ back up? Let's make this simple. Number 1, one real task at a time. Scrolling while studying doesn't count. Having 5 important tabs open and bouncing between them doesn't count. Pick the thing that actually matters right now and commit to only that for a short block of time. Number 2, time block your chaos. Instead of letting notifications drip poison into your focus all day, schedule them. Decide, I check email at 11 and 3, or I check messages 3 times a day. Turn off everything else. Responding instantly isn't a personality trait, it's a focus leak. Number 3, move your phone out of arm's reach. Not flipped over next to you, not on silent, but right here. Put it in another room, in your bag, somewhere you have to actually stand up to reach. That tiny bit of friction is usually enough to stop most of the mindless checking. Number 4. Use focus sprints. Pick a task. Set a timer for 25 to 45 minutes. During that time, no switching, no quick checks, no, I'll just answer this one thing. When the timer goes off, then you get a short break. And that's when you can scroll if you really want to. Number 5. Change what you brag about. We live in a culture where "I'm so busy and I'm always multitasking" are somehow flexes. Flip it. The new flex is deep focus. Being the person who can disappear into one problem for an hour and come back with something actually impressive. That's rare now. And rare is valuable. So, is multitasking lowering your IQ? In the moment, yeah, kind of. Every time you bounce between apps and tasks, you're shaving points off your effective intelligence, adding errors, and stretching your brain thinner than it needs to be. The good news? You're not stuck like this. Your brain is insanely adaptable. If you train it for chaos, it gets good at chaos. If you train it for depth, it gets good at depth. You don't have to quit technology. You don't have to move to a cabin. You just have to stop letting your focus be sliced into 1,000 little pieces by multitasking you're not actually good at. So here's the challenge. For the rest of today, pick one thing that matters and give it a full, undistracted 25 minutes. No multitasking. No just checking. Notice how different your brain feels when it's actually allowed to be smart. This is KnowTopia channel, where you learn something about your brain, body, or habits. If you want more science-backed ways to upgrade your focus and productivity, hit subscribe, drop a like, and share this with the friend who always says, "Sorry, I'm multitasking."